So it begs an interesting question, doesn't it? I mean, Liverpool now standing on the brink, their lead in the Premier League, much more significant than yours was in 98, 99. And it made us think, OK, which is the better team? And the simple way to do that is how many of which team would fit into the other team. This was the Manchester United, the team that played most games in that season in 98, 99. And obviously a different formation used by Sir Alex Ferguson. So it's difficult to fit like for like in there. United 4-4-2. So if we take that into consideration, the different formations, and think about that, how many of the current Liverpool team, in your mind, would get into that Manchester United side that won the treble?
I think just one thing before I answer that, because we've talked about it. I think the key thing for Liverpool this time, why that treble came with 98, 99 was because the gap was so close, because Arsenal were right there. So every week, boom, you had to be there, you had to be there. The next two seasons, once we'd won the Premier League by February, March, the dip in performance of individual players was marked. So much so that Champions League became difficult and the Cups became difficult because momentum, again, they'd relaxed a little. We've won the league. So they used to be a little bit annoying in training and try and get them up for a game that, well, we've already won the league, so, you know, and we've got, so do we... That can be the only thing with Liverpool I can see them tripping up on, is that they win the title and they go, wow. That was the biggest danger for me in the next two seasons after winning the treble. So maybe because they got to win the treble, maybe they'll go for it. That's something. Now back to the first question about which players.
Yes.
We talked about this, and Van Dijk next to Stam. My God, that would be.
I bet it wouldn't be bad, would it?
It would be okay. It would be invincible. No one would get past them two. Don't mean to say it, Ronnie Johnson was fantastic, but out of the Liverpool side at the present moment, for me, seriously, contemplating seriously for me, and they're playing different ways. There's only Van Dijk who would get in that team, because the key thing for me is you look at that team, and Liverpool are getting it now. They're getting it. They're getting leadership. But when you look at that Man United team, that is leadership all over the park, from the goalkeeper all the way through, even on the bench in terms of, you know, you used to have Sheringham on there, vastly experienced player. Leadership was the key to that team, Manchester United. Liverpool are developing that now, certainly gone a long way with Van Dijk. Henderson is coming forward in terms of that again. They're a different team altogether. And going back to the Legends game that we had at Old Trafford against the old Bayern Munich team, when all that team was together in the dressing room, and I looked around it, every one of them was about 20 men, leaders in the team. I thought, wow, didn't realise how good that team was.
OK, we've got to move on, but I want to ask you one question and a one-word answer. You've talked about momentum perhaps dropping off when you win the title so early. So how many trophies will Liverpool win this season in addition to the ones they've already got?
No, they'll win the Premier League, and yeah, they'll get two.